really bothers me. It really bothers me. You know, first of all, I hate the word gamer, but I'm going to use it just like everyone else, pardon the wind, because I don't know what else to use it, so I'm going to use the word gamer. As gamers, growing up as gamers in the 90s, as gamers, or 80s, it doesn't matter, like, you know, when a kid goes into a candy store, it's great because there's so many choices of candy. And I just heard about this, about the October lineup, which is like becoming legendary. You can type that into Google and it pops up. Type that into YouTube, there's people talking about it. We got this legendary lineup of not just games, great games coming out, big AAA titles coming out. And there's videos of people on YouTube bitching about there's too many games coming out. Bitching about, hey, you know, when I get that many games at once, it's hard to play all of them. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I'm trying to explain. Like, pretty much they're bitching because, oh, I don't have enough money. I can't afford that many games. Oh, I can't keep track of that many games. I can't play more than 3 games tops at once. Like, and we have a month. And I just, okay, before I get into where the stupidity comes in, but I hope it's already sinking into you guys. Now, the stupidity comes in is, okay, from here on down are all games coming out on October, okay? I printed that off of Wikipedia. And freaking, I can't believe it, man. Like, there's a lot of these games I wanted to play. I even checked down the ones I want most of all. And I can't believe the options I have in October. I love it. I feel like when I go into GameStop or I go into Walmart, I'm going to be a kid at a candy store. Look at this. In one day on October 7th, you're going to have Alien Isolation, Dragon Age Inquisition, Drive Club. Cross your fingers for that one. Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. 2 NBAs, NBA 2K15 and NBA Live 15. I didn't even know why they're making an NBA Live. And then Project Spark, which, you know, looks interesting. Those are all coming out on the same day. And people are bitching about that. Like, I can't afford that many games. Then buy fucking one game. Buy one goddamn game. And when you're done with that game, when you get enough money, I bet you that game's still going to be on the shelf the next store you go to. The one you don't pick up first. Why are you bitching about there being so many beautiful games all at once? I've never seen that before. Big time games. I'm going to go into a store and not know what game I'm going to get. You know how many times I just walk into Walmart every day when I already know there's a game in there? When I already know the game's in there? I don't get any of the goddamn games because I don't want any of them. But I go in there and I look and I try and force myself to buy a game. And now I'm going to have an entire month of, let's see what I checked off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, depending on who is on the cover of NBA 2K15. And I highly doubt it's going to be Kevin Garnett, Michael Jordan, or Kevin Love. So I'm probably not going to get that on the end game. Project Spark, Borderlands the pre-sequel, Battlefield Hardline, Evolve, Civilization Beyond Earth, Assassin's Creed Unity, WWE 2K15, Bayonetta 2. I'm going to walk in there. Oh, Sunset Overdrive. I'm going to walk in there and for you know how long it's going to take me to buy those games? And I'm going to look at them and be like, which one do I want? And there's people bitching, I can't buy all of them. Who the fuck's putting the gun to your head saying you got to buy all of them? Oh, you can't choose one, you have to pick all of them. I don't get the bitching. This is beautiful. You get all these choices. And there's someone bitching because they're like, there's gamers out there literally saying, oh man, dude, I can only do 3 games tops. There's what, you can't put it on a different release other than fucking October? Is October? Dude, do you know how many? Okay, September. Let's look at September. Let's look at what's coming out on September, okay? As what looks good. What's coming out in September is Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm, Revolution, which, you know, most people aren't going to think that looks good, but I do, so fuck you. You got FIFA 15 coming out, and then these are not necessarily the games I want to play, but they're big. You got Hyrule Warriors. You got Forza Horizon 2. And you've got the big one, I think, is Destiny coming out. That's like 5 games right there. If you move a few from October into there, just 2, all of a sudden September's October. Okay? Fucking let's go look at November. Okay? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Halo, the Master Chief Collection, The Crew, Far Cry 4, Little Big Planet 3, Sonic Boom, which is important to me. Then all of a sudden you move 2 games to that one, that's the new October. It's not October, it's the goddamn fall. That's there's so many games. But the fact that people are bitching about October, well, if they move it to November 1st, you're going to be like, phew, finally. Now I can get that game because it's not in October. That's like a day apart. Like, I don't get it. Why as a gamer wouldn't you want all these beautiful games in stores that you could choose from? I do not get it. Like, the fact that you're bitching that you don't have enough money to buy all of them, like, buy them later. Buy 1 or 2 now. The fact that you're bitching because you can't play more than 3 games tops at a time, it's like, well then don't play more than 3 games at a time and then get the other. I don't get it. Now I feel like an idiot talking about it. The game's going to be in the shelf past October. Do you understand that? It will be on the shelf past October. Wait a goddamn year. It'll be on the goddamn shelf. It'll probably be $40. You're going to bitch about that shit? You know what it is? You little dickweeds on YouTube who like to do gameplay footage. And then you're like, oh, I want to put mine up first. I don't want to be behind. No one's going to want to watch my gameplay footage of an old game that's already been done a month ago. Well, you know, you guys ruin gaming. I put up gameplay footage, but I'll put up old gameplay. I don't care about putting up the newest game. I think that's what it really is those fucking YouTubers. Seriously. Oh, I don't want to play Shadow, what is it? I don't want to play Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor if it's a month old. Come on. And you know what the best part is? It's not like they're all hack and slashes and first-person shooters. The freaking selection for a type of game you are is great. They've got the side-scroller old-school Super Mario Brothers. They've got the horror games in Alien Isolation and Evil Within. They've got the open-world RPG in Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. They've got the hack and slash in Bayonetta 2. They've also got the open world as Assassin's Creed Unity for open world. They've got a freaking RTS, Civilization Beyond Earth. They've got your online shooter with Battlefield Hardline and Evolve. They've got a brand new style, Project Spark, make your own bullshit, doodly-dink, shut up thing. They've even got stuff for the kids, Skylanders Trap Team. They've got freaking stuff for the Kinect, if you like Kinect. Fantasia. They've got a brand new one coming out, an open world shooter, Sunset Overdrive. They've got so many different collections. It's not like they're all the same type of game. So many for so many different type of gamers. Or if you just like all of them. And you're going to bitch about that? Oh my God, you guys. It's when you bitch about stuff like this when you ruin stuff. Don't ruin this. Because I'd like to think there's going to be another month like this in the future. I really do. And you know what else? There's only really 2 games this sucks. There's 3. There's 3 that I really want to get. That I'm probably going to blow cash on. Hard. Oh, they got an MMO too. They got a fucking MMO in Dragon Age Inquisition. They've got a driving game in Drive Club. They've even got fucking sports. If you want sports, they got NBA. Like, seriously, the selection is superb. I'm not going to get Drive Club. I'm waiting for the Crew, man. I'm getting the Crew. That's no doubt. The first one I want to get is the Evil Within. But that's probably not. But that comes out fucking the 21st. So I'm probably going to get Alien Isolation first since that comes out the 7th. I don't really care about MMOs, so a Dragon Age Inquisition, that could be the game that gets me into MMOs. The way that looks, because it's got a very RPG feel to it. I like that a lot. I don't like the whole computer MMO feel where you got buttons selected, you got moves selected, the buttons. Drive Club I'm probably going to pass up on. I would have gotten that first of all, I don't even know if that game's coming out. I think that it might get fucking delayed again. But I would have got that if it came out for a release for the PS4, but since the Crew's right around the corner. That game looks amazing. Fucking Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. I'm not a... I hate... Lord of the Rings is boring. Lord of the Rings. Listen, CC Tolkien, whatever his name is, really helped out folklore, you know, because he's the one that said, you know what, dwarfs, he's the one that gave dwarfs and elves their identity. Because back in the old days, dwarfs, and I was told this by my friend from college, by the way, back in the old days, before, you know, when people were writing stories, no one really thought of dwarfs as underground dwellers and drunks. No one thought of elves as wood creatures that, you know, love nature. He did that. He's great, but I just don't give a shit about Lord of the Rings. I really don't. I respect the man who created it very much, but I could give two shits about Lord of the Rings. And the game looks decent. Bleh. NBA 2K15, like I said, when it comes to sports, it really depends on who's on the cover. If Adrian Peterson's on the cover, if Michael Jordan's on the cover, if Kevin Garnett's on the cover, I'm getting the game. If not, I'm not getting it. Project Spark, I'm interested in that. I'm definitely getting Alien Isolations. That's my first one I'm going to get. Project Spark, I might wait on. Battlefield Hardline, I'm going to wait on that. I'm a big Battlefield guy, but EA is probably just milking it. Evolve, I would love to get my friends into Evolve. That looks cool, but that's not one of my must-haves. My other must-have is The Evil Within. The problem is those are 2 horror games. And I just feel like if I'm just going to get 2 horror games, I'm not really diving into this beautiful month that I think is never going to happen again because people are whining like little a-hole fucks. Civilization Beyond Earth, Primitive Chip. Assassin's Creed, I haven't beat fucking 4 yet, Black Flag, so I'm probably not going to get that. WWE, same thing. It depends on who's on the cover. If it's CM Punk, if it's Hulk Hogan, if it's John Morrison, even though I haven't seen him on the show in a long time. Or if it's my boy. Shit, what's my boy's name now? From The Shield. What's his name? Come on. God, he's my boy. I love him.
I can't think of it. Anyway, we'll think of it later.
He's got long black hair and he's badass. Anyway. Sunset Overdrive I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to Sunset Overdrive. But you know what? I drink the Xbox Kool-Aid a lot. I think their games always look so cool, and then it turns out to be a Fable 3. Bayonetta 2, I'll probably get just because it's a Wii U exclusive. I don't know what it is about Nintendo, but with my Nintendo systems, I buy their exclusives just to buy their exclusives. I don't really do that for Xbox or PlayStation. But for Nintendo, I'll try and buy every single one of their exclusives. So yeah, the big ones for me is Alien Isolation, The Evil Within, which is the maker of Resident Evil, is making that game, by the way. That looks... And then Sunset Overdrive, that's my jam. That's what I'm doing. That looks so good. But seriously, people, shut up. What is it?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns! That's my boy. That's my boy. Okay. That was close. Roman Reigns. Okay, good. So, anyway, I kind of added some in there because, you know, when, like, Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS, I don't know if that's probably going to sell like crazy because it's Mario and it's 3DS, and the 3DS is killing it. But I'm probably just adding some games, like NBA 2K15, that doesn't mean, like, what's that? That's not like a big deal or anything. I'm kind of just throwing them in there because it's like, I'm like adding to the hype, you know, because it's just, I don't know. But, yeah, those are the ones I'm looking at. Alien Isolation, The Evil Within, I'm going to put a check mark here. Alien Isolation, The Evil Within, Sunset Overdrive. Is there really anything else? Evolve. Evolve. I'm really looking at Evolve. I'm really looking at Evolve hard. Like a fucking pervert looking at a bunch of hot teen girls in shorts. That's probably it for me. Because The Crew. Fuck Drive Club, dude. That should have came out on release date. The Crew looks amazing. And that's coming out November 11th. 11 days after October, and I'm sure someone's going to bitch about that. My nipples are too soft for these mini games. My nipples can't handle this mini games in 1 month. I really hope there isn't too many of you bitching about this, because if you do, we probably won't get one of these again. Don't be a fuck fag. Please don't. Listen, I just want this 1 month. It will probably never happen again for me. Just don't ruin this month by bitching on the internet like some horrible disaster's happening. If you don't want to play more than 3 games at a time, just buy 2 games or 3 games and then buy the other ones later. But the fact that I get to go into GameStop and I feel like I've got the power of what I want to play. And you know that fucking people are going to probably set the games back anyway, because you really think Xbox is going to want to release Project Spark and Sunset Overdrive in the same month? I mean, do you really think The Evil Within and Alien Isolation want to go head to head with each other? I really do think you're going to see games, because this has happened before, like the games will be pushed back, I think, based off of fear of competition. That happens a lot, and I just really hope it doesn't, because this is awesome. And the reason why they're afraid of competition is because I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to buy all these games. I probably would, because the reason why they like to sell games separate from each other is because there's no competition. Your $60 isn't going to go somewhere else. I have done that. I'll buy a game I'm not that interested in, but I've heard about it, and there's nothing going to come out in like a month or 2. That's how they get you. That's how they get their $60, because there's nothing else out. Like, I really don't think this is going to last. I really don't. So, just don't add fuel on the fire. Just let me have this 1 month. Just let me have this 1 month, please. I want it. Don't take it from me.